Rodgers will figure it out working with a first-year head coach. It's Dak that's trying to get his money. Aaron Rodgers got his. It's Dak Prescott playing for $2 million right now. $2 million. When you got, Carson Wentz in the division, never played in a playoff game, got $107 million guaranteed. Kirk Cousins is in the NFC North, got $28 million guaranteed. All right, Matt Ryan losing games left and right with Ridley and Sanu and Julio Jones, making $30 million. Okay, Matthew Stafford ain't won a playoff game in his damn entire career. Okay, this dude making $27 million. All right, but Dak Prescott making $2 million while his running back got $50 million guaranteed. All right, Leo Collins got his money. Jalen Smith got his money. But Dak Prescott, the quarterback for America's team, all right, and can get $2 million. $2 million. And oh, by the way, you just finished playing your first real game of the year against New Orleans, and you got held to 10 points, all right, and you lost to Teddy Bridgewater. And then now you got a home game against Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is the one that got something to prove? What world y'all living in? He ain't got nothing to prove against Dak. Dak got to show up. Dak trying to get paid. Well, Aaron Rodgers already got his money.
Rodgers has plenty to prove this year, but not more than Dak. We agree about this. Dak Prescott has more to prove than Aaron Rodgers because we know, even if there's decline in Aaron Rodgers, if there's some regression due to age or whatever, he's got to get used to a new head coach, a new system. We know they got exposed against the Eagles a little bit. They can't run the ball and stop the run as well as we thought. So it's kind of the same old situation for Rodgers. He has to elevate the team around him if they want to win a Super Bowl. Dak doesn't have to elevate the team around him. Dak has to play up to the team around him, right? And he did that against 3 bad teams. And the first time they faced a good team, they lost. So Dak really has more on the line here. He has to show that he's actually, it wasn't a mirage those first 3 games. Even against better opposition, he can take that step forward as an actual elite quarterback. You're wrong. It's not just that Aaron Rodgers has nothing to prove. But in this case, Dak has more to prove than Rodgers.
Listen, I understand why you guys would say that because it is about can Dak Prescott go out and get his money, right? He was only making $2 million and all those other quarterbacks that Steve and they mentioned. And also you look at this week, now Jerry Jones coming out and saying you can't blame it on Kellen Moore. Well, why can't we? For 3 weeks, he got all the praise for how well Dak is playing. But it's Aaron Rodgers, and here's the reason. When they start questioning Aaron Rodgers, who I believed for the longest time was the best quarterback to actually ever play the game. Until Mahomes showed up. I thought that Aaron Rodgers was the best to ever play. Now we're questioning you. Are you being carried by the defense? Do you manage games? You know who we talk about as game managers? Guys like Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is a game manager. And so that's like saying, you know what, Kobe Bryant, we're going to compare you to Smush Parker. Do you know how mad Kobe Bryant would be about that? And that's what Aaron Rodgers is facing now. And then you go into last week where he has to throw the ball, where this Green Bay Packer team turned into the Mike McCarthy Green Bay Packers. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, you get us to the promised land. Over 400 yards. Devontae Adams goes off. But when it's crunch time, when it's time to make a play, he has 3 firsts on 1 play. He hasn't thrown an interception that late in the game. He hasn't thrown an interception in that type of position. He hasn't thrown an interception that ended the game for the team in that way. And so now you're Aaron Rodgers, and you are no longer the guy that we are looking at as the baddest man on earth.
Question about that, though. I thought Aaron Rodgers threw catchable balls. They were makeable plays for his offense. Now, they weren't the normal, that is perfect. That's a dime. But that's my point. He has to be perfect now to elevate the team. Do you think those were actually bad throws?
No, I'm not saying that they were bad throws. But if you watch Aaron Rodgers, there are throws that we have seen him make in his sleep that he is not making anymore. There are throws and times in the pocket. I see him let a ball go. I'm looking at a wide receiver, and I know that's complete. And Aaron Rodgers air mails it. That's not the things we are used to seeing from him. Dak Prescott, for as unfortunate as it is, we have put him in the box. And I don't know if Dak Prescott ever elevates out of that box. When you look at him in the first 3 games, we made all the excuses as to why Dak Prescott wasn't that dude and who helped him beat. Aaron Rodgers is now at a point where we're going to start talking about him as a dude who never reached full potential if he doesn't win this year.
I'm going to get on you, Money Green. I'm going to get on you. I am sick and tired of you being critical and disrespectful to Aaron Rodgers. It's been going on long enough, and I have had enough of you, Ryan Clark. And I'm coming into defense. I am coming into defense of Aaron Aaron Rodgers. Let me tell you something right now. 2 years ago, didn't Aaron Rodgers get his collarbone broken by Anthony Barr from Minnesota and miss the rest of that season? Then he comes back last year. Didn't 3 or 4 games into the season he get hurt again?
He hurt game one.
Game one, right? Game one. So he was hurt I'm talking about he was really, really bad to the point where we had a debate as to whether or not he should be out there because he had been hurt. Nobody brings that up when they talk about Aaron Rodgers with a rookie head coach right now with Devontae Adams and not much else. Geronimo Allison doesn't look the same right now. Scantling, he's got skills, but people have been talking about the no running game. I'm just saying, the brother for the last 2 years has not been healthy. This is the first time in 2 years Aaron Rodgers has been healthy. He's in a new system with a new rookie head coach. And we can't give him a break? We can't give him a break?
Listen, I love Aaron Rodgers.
I'm just saying we can't give him. Can we give him a break?
Are we giving Cam a break?
Can?
Are we giving Cam a break?
Excuse me.
So now all of a sudden, no. So when I was on here last week, it don't matter about your injuries, Cam.
Listen to blasphemy.
It don't matter if you're hurt. But Aaron Rodgers,
listen to the blasphemy.
I'm sorry, Aaron. You're hurt.
Do I get to answer? Do I get to answer on this show? On this show, do I get to answer?
You answer I'm a guest.
The blasphemy.
If you bring me to the house, I get to talk.
That is true. You are a guest. That is true because I use that all the time. Here's the point. Here's the point. Cam has never been Aaron Rodgers as a thrower of the football. Ever.
Been to the same amount of Super Bowl.
That's not what I asked you. You know that. Come on now.
Come on, it's not your argument. You want me to jump on his behalf
No. I don't need his help, but I appreciate it. The fact of the matter is never, ever has Cam Newton been confused of being an elite thrower of the football.
And nobody's saying that. But what I'm saying is you can't change your criteria when you want it to fit your argument.
No. I'm saying that the criteria is not applicable to Aaron Rodgers when it comes to throwing the football because we know he could do it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.